Vinaka, Namaste and good evening. I'm Vijay Narayan. This week on Fijivillage Straight Talk, we're speaking to 27-year-old Reapi Tabuaniviti, a story about sacrifice, a story about dedication, about overcoming challenges, and mainly to focus on education. As you know that we are starting off with the school year already, and university, for the universities, the semester is just about to begin. Timely story of a young woman who's had many battles, and she'll be sharing with us tonight on our show. We'd also like to thank the Nosori Town Council for allowing us to use Syria Park here in Nosori, as Reapi hails from the beautiful province of Rewa. She's staying here in Rewa, actually comes from Goma, Tailevu, and a lot of people from Tailevu, Naitasiri and Rewa, of course, converge in one of these places here in Nosori Town to ensure that they sell their produce to make ends meet, to have a brighter future for their families. So I think it's a great location for us to be here. And Reapi, thank you very much for talking to us this evening. Now, Reapi, you started off, you were staying in Dawasamu in Nambualau village. That's where you were born. And definitely you had great dreams for yourself growing up as a young girl in Dawasamu. If you can share with our viewers tonight about that, please.
Thank you. My name is Reapi Tabuaniviti. I'm from Goma in the province of Tailevu. I have maternal connection to Namiana also in Tailevu. I grew up in Nambualau village. I'm one of the women that really want to share my dreams here with us.
Now, Reapi, as a young girl growing up in the village, you definitely, when you started off from primary school, you had great dreams on what you wanted to become. If you can share that with us, please.
When I grew up in the village, my dream is to become a teacher. I want to become a teacher. Every time I spend in school in the village, I spend with kids, with my friends. I taught them how to read and write because that was my dream. I want to become a teacher. But I grew up in the village. I know a village, we all know the village living nowadays. It's very hard. The support of the family we have back then, it's very hard to survive.
So when you say, I mean, it's beautiful to be growing up in the village, you have the communal setup. What were some of your early challenges, knowing that, as you said, life gets quite difficult when you're living in the village and then you have to adapt to the way of living that families look forward to in building their future?
Back in the village, both of my parents, they didn't work. So we have to work in the farm, putting hands together in the farm so we can survive. So my parents can also support and afford my school fees by selling the produce that we have. We planted cassava, we planted dalo, we sell it in the market in order to survive.
Now, Reapi, we know that you had gone through many challenges, and it's great that you managed to overcome those challenges, but with a lot of struggle as well. One is in relation to when you were about 13, finding out that your dad, who was 45 years old, had prostate cancer. Living in the village at the time, knowing that information may not have been readily available about this disease. How did you cope with that message when you received it, that your dad, who you were really close to, had this prostate cancer that could eventually take his life away?
That time I heard that my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer, I was shocked because I don't even know what is prostate cancer. The only thing that came up into my mind, my dad will pass away at this early age. So I was shocked and I asked him, what is prostate cancer and how did it happen to you? I asked my dad, he said nothing. He just want us to go. He just want us to go to school, to go for our dreams. He doesn't want me especially to follow my two brothers that were stays back in the village. So the challenge I was faced when I was 13 years old, I was young. I asked myself, will I be able to finish off this journey? Because I know only my dad is supportive in the family. Will I be able to finish off this journey or not? Because the only breadwinner in the family is diagnosed sick now.
You continued to persevere, motivated by your dad that you need to continue with education. It's very difficult when you hear about a parent who's diagnosed with that kind of illness. But unfortunately, as you continue to persevere, in year 13, right at the end of, say, your school journey, one big obstacle came for you. If you can tell me about that day when you were ready to go and sit for your first year 13 external examination paper. How were you feeling? That's like the last hurdle for any student in high school when they're about to sit for the year 13 external examination.
Even I can't sleep at night. I'm ready to sit my exam tomorrow morning.
What was the first paper?
It was English. I'm happy, I'm ready. I know that I've made a lot, I've sacrificed a lot. I know this is the time I will reach all my sacrifice. I wake up in the morning, I talk to my dad, my parents. I'm happy that I know this is the end of all the sacrifice that I've made. This is the day. When I came to school on that day, in front of the examination room, all the students were lined up and they were calling the index number. I'm happy to get my desk, they get my paper. I'm ready to tackle all the questions inside there because English is my best subject. When my name was announced on that day, I was shocked when I was stopped there. They stopped me to enter the examination room because my dad can afford because of my school fees. I stopped there, I look at them, they look at me. All that happiness gone away, like it's gone all of a sudden. It's a different feeling coming like I want to kill myself because I know all the sacrifice that I've made, then this is what they told me. Even I blame my parents because they didn't show me waking up at night, waking up late at night, doing my study and all. In that morning, they can't even let me know that they still not paying my school fees, so that at least I should be able to get ready for what they will tell me in front of the examination room. but they didn't tell me anything. So when the principal stopped me there, I was shocked. I was shocked. All that happiness from night till day, when I came till the time we are about to sit for our exam, all that happiness gone. I know everything, it end up there, but my heart still, I know there's something still waits ahead of me.
So the main reason, Reapi, for you to be stopped from entering the examination room was non-payment of school fees?
Yes.
And what was the amount and what was the arrears in fees?
The amount was $190 per term, and it's a total of,
For 3 terms.
yes.
And there was no way the school could say you can sit
Yes.
for the exam.
At least they could accept me to sit for my exam and I can work it out during the weekend to pay off my school fees. But they didn't allow it. So I stopped there, I ended there. I went back straight home.
What happened at home?
When I came home on that day, like, there's a pin drop silence there. No one talked, no one greet me. They knew that I was stopped by the principal. I was stopped there. I was stopped at the examination room, not to sit for my exam. They didn't ask me anything. I just went straight inside my room, locked the door, and I started crying. Started crying. After that, then I realized, no, I still can do something out of it.
And you said you didn't want your mom and dad to have the extra burden. What did you say to them?
I just told them the real story. I tell them that the principal, they stopped me to enter the exam room because of my fees. So I didn't tell them anything. That's only I told them, this is all you can do to me, this is all you can sacrifice. I accept it because I know that my dad is diagnosed with cancer. So I don't want to put a lot of burden to them. The only thing I told them, it's okay, I can find out a life so that we can survive together as a family.
You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. We'll be back after this break.
In a world where opinions are loud and facts can fade, there's one voice in Fiji that stays true to the truth. For 40 years, our news team has brought factual and reliable information on our 5 radio stations: FM 96, Legend FM, Naftarang, Viti FM, Radio Sargam, and for over 2 decades, Fiji Village has been where credibility lives, connecting Fijians to the stories that matter most. With over 3 million monthly page views and a growing digital reach across Fiji and beyond, Fiji Village delivers news as it happens, when it happens. The news, sports, in-depth talk shows, explainers, special events, entertainment, business sections, video features from our 5 radio stations and live radio all come together on this live and engaging platform. Through our flagship show Straight Talk, we bring the nation's most important voices, the people of the country and the leaders to the forefront, creating space for dialogue, accountability and change. From breaking stories to community campaigns, Fiji Village has become part of the fabric of everyday Fiji life. For businesses and brands, partnering with Fiji Village means more than just visibility. It's credibility. Fiji Village, Fiji's most trusted digital news source. Real people, real stories. Fiji Village, your trusted news provider.
Welcome back. You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. We're speaking to Reapi Tabuaniviti. Reapi, from picking up from where we left off in the first segment, now some people say the doors have closed in terms of education, and you also needed to get into the workforce to try to help out the family, knowing that dad was already bedridden and you needed to help your mum in ensuring that the family continues to progress through all the struggles. What was the next step? You were about 18 years old when you could not sit for your year 13 external exam. What did you do next?
I didn't give up. I didn't give up. My head kept on saying that I won't give up. I didn't give up. So I started to find a place to work. At least I can help my parents back at home, put bread and butter on the table. Then I started off as a cashier, a Pack and Save supermarket. Then I spent 2 years there. Then I went to Lawaki District School. I worked there as a librarian. Still my head kept on saying that I won't give up.
When you're saying you won't give up, what's going through your mind knowing that you did not finish your secondary school as you would have liked?
My mind kept on saying I won't give up because I know that I can go back. I can get something. There's something better waits ahead of me. I can go for it. I can pursue my dreams. With all the workforce and all the sacrifice that I've made, I know that I can get something better in the future.
Around 2019, you're saying that your dad approached you again. His condition wasn't getting any better. He was already bedridden. What was the call from your dad?
He called me. He asked me, "How are you?" I said, "I'm okay." "How's everything going?" I said, "Everything is going well." The only thing he told me on that day, "I want you to come back at home. Come back here. Leave everything, come and stay with me. I know that this prostate cancer will end my life." I told my dad, "Yes, I will come and look after you." Despite everything that I've gone through, the struggles, I've decided to go back, to stay with my dad, to help him at home, because his sickness is really getting worse.
How important was that for you, Reapi, that you go and look after your dad for about 2 years?
I know he's my parents. He's my dad. He's the one sacrificed a lot. When he called me to go back and stay with him, to help him, it's very important to me because I know they are my parents. When they are my God in this world, so I have to respect their decision. I have to respect them. It is important to respect our parents because that's the only thing we have in this world. Once they leave, once they passed away, we have nothing. That's why I said it to myself, I have to go back and look after my dad.
And Reapi, then you moved on, you found your husband to be, eventually got married, and you have a son in trying to continue with your journey. Definitely you have a very supportive husband. I know that as you moved on in life, you also always had that thought at the back of your mind to finish off what you hadn't finished, and it was education. So I believe that you found out about the Matua program, and what was your instant reaction after you found out that there was a program that existed that could allow you to continue your education?
The moment I found out that there's a program provided for us school leavers, early school leavers, I was happy. I'm excited at the moment because I know I can go back. I can do that. I could be the one reaching. I could be the one standing and explaining and elaborate more about my struggles I have made. Once I got married, my mind kept on saying that I have to go back to school. So I found out this program. I dig more about this program. I went to their platform. I talked with the coordinator till the day I enrolled in the school in 2024.
In 2024, when you enrolled in the program, just that feeling of you leaving Dawasabu Secondary at the age of 18 on examination day, and now going into Nambua Secondary Compound where the Matua program is, what was going through your head?
The first day I've entered the school compound, the Nambua school compound, I'm scared. I'm scared because I knew that I've spent a lot of years back in the village. So at the moment, for the time for me to come back to school, I don't know what to do, but first I'm very scared. I'm so scared. But despite those scared and all, I've enrolled myself in 2024.
That was the cards dealt for you. I think the beautiful story is that you are now coming back into the fold through the Matua program. Now, when you were in the process of registering, I believe that you had to do year 12 because everything was based on procedural requirements. How did that come along?
Back in high school, I've reached year 13. When I came back and enrolled myself in Nambua, they told me that I can't proceed to year 13 because I didn't pass my English. I passed the overall mark, but my English mark, but I failed my English. My mark was 45. So I failed my English, and they told me, you won't proceed to the Form 7, you will sit for the year 12 again. Then I said, yes, I'm okay with it because I know I will sit for my year 12 because there's a lot of time I spent it in the village, so at least I could recall everything that I've lost in Form 6, so I can proceed in Form 7.
The supportive structure is important. Coming back to that point, now you had a husband who was with you when you found out about the Matua program and you were going to register. You still had your dad who was sick, but he had motivated you to continue with your education. What was the support like from your husband and your parents?
They really support me well. My dad, he keeps on praying every day about my struggle, about what I've gone through, about what I want to become. And I'm lucky that I met a husband, a guy that really supported me through education. At that time he knew about this movement, about the program. He asked me, "You want to go back to school?" I said, "Yes, I want to go back to school." "Okay, if you can do it, you can go. I will support you." He support me. He's the one that paying my school fees. He's the one feeding my mouth, buying my books, stationeries and all. I'm happy that I met a supportive husband.
If you were to send a message now to couples out there who may have been going through these kind of situations, what is your message to those young couples during these kind of challenges?
To those young couples listening out there, please, having a family or having a children, that's not the end. That's not the end of your career, and that's not the end of your dream. That's not the end of the path. You can pursue your dream if you talk to each other about this program, the Matua program. They will help you to get a better future and to support your family.
You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. We'll be back after this break.
In a world where opinions are loud and facts can fade, there's one voice in Fiji that stays true to the truth. For 40 years, our news team has brought factual and reliable information on our 5 radio stations: FM 96, Legend FM, Naftarang, Viti FM, Radio Sargam, and for over 2 decades, Fiji Village has been where credibility lives, connecting Fijians to the stories that matter most. With over 3 million monthly page views and a growing digital reach across Fiji and beyond, Fiji Village delivers news as it happens, when it happens. The news, sports, in-depth talk shows, explainers, special events, entertainment, business sections, video features from our 5 radio stations and live radio all come together on this live and engaging platform. Through our flagship show Straight Talk, we bring the nation's most important voices, the people of the country and the leaders to the forefront, creating space for dialogue, accountability and change. From breaking stories to community campaigns, Fiji Village has become part of the fabric of everyday Fiji life. For businesses and brands, partnering with Fiji Village means more than just visibility. It's credibility. Fiji Village, Fiji's most trusted digital news source. Real people, real stories. Fiji Village, your trusted news provider.
Welcome back. You're watching Fiji Village Straight Talk. I'm Vijay Narayan. We are speaking to Reapi Tabuaniviti, a great journey she's been having, and we will finish off by finding out what's in store for her next. But Reapi, when you entered the program in 2024, after you were told you have to redo year 12, the external exam, and redo year 12 in totality at Matua in Namboa. So Matua program runs in the afternoons, around from 5 to 8 p.m. and you are married, you have a child, a young boy, and you live in the village. Definitely all these factors had to be taken into account. If you can talk about how life had to change to ensure that you could be allowed to go to school.
Having a family and thinking of going back to school, for me, I know that going back to school, it will be a burden again to me, because I have a family, I have a kids to look after, I have a family to look after, I have the housework to look after. I've talked with my husband and he let me go back to school. I've sacrificed all my housework, all my family at home. I've done everything. Then I go to school. Our program started at 5 to 8. So I have to finish off my housework around 2 o'clock. By 2:30, I should leave at home and attend the program at 5. I leave at 2:30.
From the village?
From the village. Leave at 2:30 and reach Matua around 3:30. And then I walk down from there, the Matua bus stop, until school every day.
And at night?
And then after school we ended up around 8:30. From 8:30, then I walk down from school to the bus stop down there in Matua. Then I catch the bus there to nursery. Then I travel home. I reach home around 9:30.
Your husband, Lotte Serutal-Tala, definitely played a big part during that time. Not only by words that he will support you, but definitely he must have been doing things at home and waiting for you every night while looking after your family. If you can talk about the support provided by your husband, Lotte.
When I reached home after school, I saw my son. He fall asleep. Already have his dinner, already have his bath. Everything is well with him. He sleep, and my husband still wait for me so that we can have dinner together. Wait for me, cook for my dinner. Wait for me to have my shower, study together. He's really a supportive man.
Reapi, when it was 1 week to go before you would sit for the year 12 external exam, tragedy struck again in your life. One of your biggest motivators had to depart. If you can talk about that, please.
1 week before the FSLC, my dad passed away. When my dad passed away, I thought that although I was closed, like I have nothing, because just by looking at him, at his condition, that's what really motivates me to work hard so that I can look after him. So when he passed away, all door closed in front of me, because he's the only one that really motivates me a lot. Looking at his condition, looking at his struggle. When he passed away, I told my family, I told my husband, I think I should end up here. Then my husband told me, no, that's not the end. If you want your dad to be happy up there, he wants you to become a successful woman. He wants you to become something if you want him to be happy, because that's all he wants. He wants you to get something good for your future and for your family.
So you persevered on.
Yes.
Set for the external
And I
exams,
said
year
for-
12,
Yes.
with a heavy heart, no doubt.
Yes.
Passed well, that's what I've heard.
Yes.
And then it was the final lap to year 13. I just want to share that Reapi went on to become the Dux of the Matua program in 2025 after finishing off year 13 external exam. Not only that, she smashed all the previous Dux records at the Matua program. What an achievement.
It was a great achievement. I'm happy when my name was announced that I'm the Ducks of the 2025. I know that all my sacrifice has paid off. All that I've made has paid off. I thank Lord for giving me those strength, those wisdom. Stand with me to overcome those barriers, to finish off my study and become the Ducks of the 2025.
You're 27 years old.
Yes.
They say it's never too late.
Yes.
Do you believe that really is an inspiration for others based on your story?
It's never too late. Age is just a number. It's never too late to get your dreams, to pursue your dreams. It's never too late. You can come back to school. You can work hard. If your head, if you know that you still have something better awaits of you, ahead of you, you should go for it.
How important is education in this day and age?
Education can change lives. Education can, we all know there's a saying goes, education is the key to success. Yes, it's true. Through education, you can get a better future. You can become a successful man or a woman in the future through education. Education is very important. You have to take it seriously. You have to go with it, because without education you won't be able to get something successful in the future.
At one stage you were a victim of the system and couldn't finish the program. For people watching out there, including members of the government, the decision makers, how important is the government's role to ensure there's efficient delivery of services like education for everybody, irrespective of who they are?
This program helps us a lot, school leavers, the Matua program. The government should at least help this program out, the Matua program. Help the teachers, assist the teachers, because they are the one that helped me. This program help us a lot, school leavers, to come back to school, to pursue for our dream.
So you'd like to see this type of program to be in other parts of Fiji as well?
Yes.
You think it'll be a great success
Yes.
story?
Yes.
My final question is, you are now going into the next journey. You have been selected to go into University of the South Pacific, and it's interesting that you have chosen education. So from a young girl growing up in the village, when you shared with us from Dawasamu that you wanted to become a teacher, you are now on that journey to start off to become a teacher. What has motivated you to take up the education program in particular?
I love working with teenagers. I enjoy helping others learn and grow. I want to become a teacher because that's my dream. When I started grow up, that was my dream. I really want to become a teacher. When when the University of the South Pacific accepted my offer, I'm happy, I'm excited, because I know all of those sacrifices. Now this journey, university will help me achieve a better future and help me to become a better English teacher, because that's the program I've enrolled onto.
Reapi, thank you very much for sharing with us your amazing story. We know that it has been an emotional journey for Reapi. The fact that she is courageous enough to come forward when we had the discussions, that she is ready to tell the story, and for us to inspire others who are watching. In your own way, you can also make a difference in the lives of others that you touch through storytelling, to ensure that we continue to keep the fire burning for people, to ensure that we do not lose hope. Challenges are many at this stage. There's a lot of problems. We also need to be looking at where we can find the solutions. I'd like to thank Reapi and her family and the Nambua Matua program for agreeing to this interview that definitely will inspire many. Until the next fortnight, have a great evening.